YouTube? It's your girl DeeDee. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. So I'm back with another reaction video for you guys. Now listen, y'all, I have to say the Bonnet Brigade has struck again, okay? Bonnet crew strikes again. I have a video of the Bonnet crew ladies who have decided to chime in on Nelly and Ashanti's marriage. Now, I'm going to stop talking. Shout out to Just a Girl podcast. I saw this on her channel. Shout out to her. If you haven't subscribed to her, go subscribe to her channel. She does some really good content as well on the Bonnet Brigade. And so shout out to her. Go support her channel if you haven't already. But I want to get into this and I want to get your thoughts. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel if you like the content. Like and share the video and hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload new content. All right, let's get into the video. Here we go.
I don't know why Ashanti and Nelly would choose to showcase the inner workings of their relationship when they have they had such a great impression of their relationship in the public. They were really maintaining that fairy tale. Ashanti was constantly smiling. Nelly was constantly praising her. The only way to maintain that kind of facade is to not let us in. These fairy tale relationships are never what they cut out to be. It's almost always at the root of a woman stifling her voice.
Because it's not a fairy tale. It is so sad to see grown, educated women talk like this. It really is. It's not funny. It's sad. Who told y'all that a relationship was a fairy tale? Y'all made it in y'all mind that it was a fairy tale. Then when you see something that looks real life, y'all are like, oh my God, she needs to leave him. You know, it's not what I thought. What you thought. That's your delusional mind. That's what you're thinking. That's not the reality. Y'all don't know these people. You're not in their everyday life. You're not with them 24/7. You don't wake up with them. You don't see their real lives. You get a little glimpse of it and they go run jumping and thinking. You know, it's just sad. It's so sad. Let's continue.
I knew I wasn't wrong for saying that Ashanti should not have gotten back with Nelly because look, that man is embarrassing her already. Not only do he leave for months on end, okay, and leave her to take care of a newborn by herself, but he also said that it's a blessing that he's able to sleep through his son crying in the middle of the night. He said that he told her before she decided to kick him under the table that he will not be helping with the diaper changes. He's basically sticking to the traditional marriage and just providing. But he said that as soon as the baby starts walking and talking and communicating what he needs and what he wants, that's when he's going to step in.
Nelly needs to be arrested today.
Not arrested.
And then shortly after in hell. That man basically looked at Ashanti and said, until the baby's about 3, keep it the fuck out my face. I don't have nothing for it.
So in their show, he said, no diaper changing. He ain't doing the diaper changing, but hey, it's all you now. But when you know, little man gets walking and talking now, he rolled with the crew. He rolled with the crew. That's what he said. There are a lot of men who that's how they do it. And a lot of their wives are okay with it. Now let's take into consideration, Nelly and Ashanti is not the average woman and man, right? I'm pretty sure she could hire a nanny or hire somebody to come in and feed and change the baby's diapers anytime she want them to. One thing I'll say too, a lot of people watching do not understand relationships and marriages. Y'all don't understand that the agreement or what goes on behind the scenes. A lot of people are so used to toxic relationships and negativity and not having a stable marriage or relationship, so they don't understand the ups and downs of relationships. They don't understand the dynamics. You don't understand what they probably had already communicated about this. People swear this man knocked her up on purpose, you know, and you know, I remember Ashanti saying that she was getting older. She wanted to be married and she wanted a baby. And next thing you know, she back with Nelly and then they married and she got a baby. This could have been very well something I'm sure she wanted more than him because he already has kids. It's more something that she wanted than he did because her biological clock is ticking. So I'm pretty sure if we're hearing this on their reality show, this is probably not the first time she's heard him say, hey, I ain't dealing with the little bitty baby. A lot of men are scared to deal with the newborns because they're so fragile. They don't want to, you know, mess up or do anything. So they leave that to you. And then when they get to walk in and talk, okay, now it's time. You know, there are a lot of men who do that. That is not a make or break a relationship. But I swear the Bonnet crew get on social media and they all being all on one accord. Oh, she needs to leave him. Oh, he needs to go to jail all of a sudden. Oh my God, he's just a deadbeat. Oh my God, he's this, he's that. Like, I'm like, come on, like they over exaggerate. This is why I know a lot of these modern women could not be in a relationship with a man, period, because they don't know the first thing about how to manage a relationship, how to communicate, none of that. They just go off their feelings, what they think. Oh my God, and that's just what it is. And that's why a lot lot of them are single. I'm just saying, child. Let's continue.
He said until that motherfucker can say I'm hungry and walk around, I'm cool, mama. When I say men are some of the scariest creatures that walk this earth, the fact that you can be with a woman, y'all was together for 10 years, broke up 2013 due to infidelity and insecurity, right? He finally takes your black ass back another decade later. The first thing you do is get her pregnant. And it's almost like, yeah, bitch, try to leave again.
Nelly is refusing to leave St. Louis. A man in his 50s with 6 adult children is refusing to move for his wife and newborn baby. I believe it's because St. Louis is where he feels like a big fish in a small pond. There he is Nelly, trademark.
Or maybe it's just his hometown and he want to stay in his hometown around his kids and his family. Maybe that's where he was raised for sure. Nelly is from St. Louis. Maybe he just loves his hometown and he's comfortable there. Doesn't have to be anything else to it. And if anything, if that's where his home is, shouldn't he be moving his wife and his child into his home? Wouldn't you think? Isn't that what men do? I'm just saying. Let's continue.
Grammar hot in her, but in New York, he wouldn't have the same fame, the same pull, or the same power. Not as a rapper or as a man. What really made me pause was how jealous he is of the attention Ashanti gives their baby. That's not cute.
But what, I won't sit here and pretend like I don't see all the red flags that Ashanti and her mama should be seeing. Because it's like, girl.
In an interview, Nelly was asked about his baby. Somehow they got on the topic of that. The baby him and Ashanti just had. And he said that he has only changed the baby maybe 2 or 3 times since the baby's been born. And I just don't understand why men be going out their way to say stuff like that. Like, what's wrong with changing a diaper? You still have that old school mentality that the woman is just supposed to be doing everything. That's all I get from when men say stuff like that. Furthermore, I feel like Ashanti is not truly happy with him. She just was getting older and wanted to settle down, and he was somebody that was familiar for her to be with, that she felt comfortable with.
Did Ashanti settle by getting back with Nelly? Yes. Yes, she did. And we still don't even know the reason why they broke up the first time. I saw in the interview, she was like, they didn't even look at each other. They would be in the same room, on the same lineup at a show. Wouldn't even speak, no eye contact, nothing. Didn't have his number. Like, literally no contact. They hated each other's guts. Why? I don't know. But I'm sure if we knew the reason, we would definitely be like, oh, girl, you should have left him back in 2000, whatever. Here's my thing. I think that Ashanti thought that because of the distance and the time, maybe initially Nelly was selling her a dream. Maybe she did see some changes in him. Maybe it was maturity. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? And now I feel like he's like reverting into the same guy that she had left initially.
Well, my thing is this. We're all speculating and guessing because nobody really knows these people's real lives. You know, you don't know what people are speculating, what's going on behind closed doors. And that's how it should be. I think, once again, these people give you a little glimmer of their life, but you don't know the full story. A lot of these Bonnet brigades look at a little snippet of a person's life and they just assume they know it all. And they talk like they know what's going on. And they be so lost in the sauce and clueless. You know, they really don't be knowing nothing about what's going on, but they assume and they like to live in a little delusional fairy tale. Baby, they think a man's supposed to be perfect, honey. They think he's supposed to check every box that you got to be perfect for each individual Bonnet brigade member. But baby, it's just crazy. I just think a lot of people are just lost in the sauce. And part of it is just entertainment purposes. I understand as well. People just post, people get paid to post their thoughts and their feelings about celebrities and everything else. So I get that aspect of it too. But at the same time, I think a lot of these thoughts and these feelings are real for some of these people. They really buy into their thoughts and feelings. They really believe that they have some type of validity in these people's lives. They really believe that they have some type of measure that they're affecting something when it comes to these celebrities, and they're really not. These people are living their lives, doing what they want to do, and they know that y'all buy into it. That's why they make a show of it, so that you can follow and give your thoughts and all of that. And just so happens, if it's public, anything happens in the public is privy to it. And so you can, if they break up or fall apart, we'll all get to see it. So then they could, you know, say, oh, I was right about this or whatever. But you still don't really know what's going on in these people's lives. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people take it too seriously, and they're so focused on celebrities and what they're doing to the point they're not focused on their own lives, and they're missing out on opportunities for themselves. Focus on people you'll never meet, people who don't give a damn about you. You end up 40, 50 years old by yourself saying, why? Well, I would like a husband, but it's too damn late. You know what I mean? Because you didn't prioritize it. You didn't figure out what you needed to do to get what you wanted. You're so focused on everybody else and chiming in on their lives, and yours is just, you know, wasting away. So listen, I thought this was an interesting video. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Comment, like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that bell to be notified when I upload new content. Y'all let me know what you think. Keep the conversation going. I want to hear your thoughts, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.